Chad, good morning. Keeks, good morning.
Morning.
How's everyone doing? Tuesday, 3rd of October. Almost at the end of the year. How's everyone doing? Dustin, Alex, Baco, TC. Morning, everyone. I've just funded my Voltmarks account because of the knowledge and results that have been shared. Yeah, happy trading, guys. Beautiful. Audio check. I don't know if Mo is on. Keen for an amazing day, guys. Same here. All right, guys, let's get straight into it. Let's get into some business. We've got day of German unity, so obviously no volume coming through from the German markets. And then we've got what do we have later on today? Not much going on today. And then also a national holiday. Depending on how deep we push up. Remember also I mentioned that the weekly time frame, especially on an NFP week, usually drives one way to at one stage start breaking to the other side. So if we're going to get one-way traffic for the most part of the week, then obviously once NFP hits, most of it will already be priced in and we can get some type of pullback. But as of today, we are still bullish, dropping down to the daily time frame, bullish as well. And I'm going to show you guys why I say I'm still bullish on this and where we can head to next. So Mo, just we good shot. All right, now just refining our daily zones. If you look left with me, this 107.80 area, previous area of contention, tried to hold as support, held as support, and then held as resistance. So 107.80, that could be our daily target today. And also, why am I bullish? Because look at this nice break of structure on the daily time frame. So can we get some type of pullback today to come and retest this breakout area, or are we going to shoot straight for that 107.80 area? And also the weekly R2, very similar price action that we've got now, similar to year breakout. So dollar still heavily bullish, continuously breaking structure to the upside. And as you can see, all of these structure breaks, break, pull back to retest the area. Yeah, we didn't really get a full retest. Again, breakout on the daily 5-minute time frame. What do we have on the 5? Let's quickly refine our Asia ranges for us for the session. And you can see we already nibbed above the Asia highs, now trading back into the Asia range. Daily pivot all the way down here, weirdly enough, on this daily retest area that I was talking about. So quite tricky in terms of where we are going, because we've consistently been going up. This is quite a parabolic move on the dollar, and if we are going to buy high, we would need some type of catalyst for the day, which we honestly don't have. So what's going to bring in that volume? We don't have anything really bringing in that volume. So could today be some type of pullback? I would only considering buying high if we can break structure to the upside and we then retest Asia highs to hold, and then we can continue higher. Otherwise, Asia highs definitely the area that we need to monitor. Something similar to yesterday, weirdly enough, we broke Asia highs, came all the way back down for the open, and then started reversing higher. So can we get something similar to that? Maybe even retesting this weekly R1. I wouldn't necessarily like it that deep, but it can even go to the daily pivot. Look left with me on the 5-minute. We actually broke below the 200, and then we regained it and we started moving to the upside. So nothing telling me that we cannot do something like this perhaps again today to then regain Asia lows, but that is for the open. We would need to see what's going to happen once we reach those levels. US30, let's quickly look at it from a weekly perspective. Weekly, we talked about it, we are bearish due to the fact that we closed below this previous area of support. Let me just clear this out quickly for you guys. So weekly time frame, we mentioned we are bearish, and I mentioned as well, go back on yesterday's stream, that we can come and retest this prior area of support. We've already broken last week's low. Can we go for that retest of this area? I don't know, we will need to see that. And then on a daily time frame as well, very nice gap fill. I didn't take that trade yesterday. You guys saw me, I was hesitant on taking it off the weekly pivot, but nonetheless, that is part of trading. You need to make quick decisions. So I am bearish again today due to the fact that we've closed below that area of support. Can we get a nice pullback to come and retest that area one more time before we head lower to 33,100? So bearish on the day, 5-minute time frame. Let's see where we are. Asia ranges, let me quickly define the Asia range for us, and then we can look at where we are. So accumulation distribution still pointing down, still trading below the 200. Price trading below the moving averages as well, similar to yesterday. That trade I was talking about yesterday that I didn't take was right here, contemplating it on the Asia lows, but that is trading. Asia lows right here, this is Asia lows and Asia highs, so nice tight little Asia range to work with, and we are currently trading back in the Asia range. Daily pivot all the way up here. I will be looking for potential sells either from here, something similar to what we had yesterday, where we first pushed up above the daily pivot and then started moving down. So something similar to what we've had here. Check this from 8 o'clock, moving to the upside and then starting to move down. Can we get something similar today? First move up, basically a little fake out above the Asia highs and then short it. Kicks, I don't know if you want to jump in here with your US30 analysis while I've got you on here.
Yeah, I haven't even actually looked at it yet, to be honest with you.
Okay, get it ready then. I'm gonna shoot through, and then I'm gonna give Keegs a opportunity to run through gold and US30 and some other pairs he may be looking at. Yeah, put Keegan on the spot there. Nasdaq weekly time frame, as mentioned, we have now closed bullish in this previous area of support. Let me just switch off that aircon. We've closed bullish last week in this previous area of support. Are we going to hold as support? Very likely that we could hold as support, and this is what I like for a potential swing low formation. See how Friday or last week's candle broke the previous week's candle. While this weekly candle respects last week's low, it can still even do something like this before the week ends and then pushes bullish. That for me is a valid swing low, and I will be considering longs on this the week after this. Currently for this week, I am still relatively bearish looking at Dow Jones, so still leaning bearish, but I cannot be bearish while we've got something like this on the daily. This is one of our entry setups that we use. Again, remember, price is fractal. So if you go onto the Discord, and let me just maybe bring that across quickly, I always refer to our entry setups, but the setup you see here is something similar to what we've got going on here. Let me just bring it across and show you guys this middle one right here. So this is one of our entry criteria. So looking on a daily, very similar to what you've had here, break of structure lower and then price came back up. So I'm actually bullish on the day, weirdly enough. These last couple of weeks we've had a lot of divergences between Nasdaq and Dow, which makes it quite tricky which one is trying to catch up with the other. So Nasdaq already retesting this breakout area. I am bullish on the day, bearish on the week, and you can see as well the 80 starting to move to the upside, trading above the 200. So I am looking for potential buys on this. Asia lows all the way down here and Asia highs all the way up there. So I would say anything retesting Asia lows, retesting the daily pivot, I'll actually be considering longs on Nasdaq. So just be aware of that. 14,817, and let's actually set some alerts at that level. Daily pivot. Can we get some buys on Nasdaq to potentially move higher? USDJPY, absolutely messy. Yesterday I took a break even on this on the Asia highs. Looking at it from a weekly perspective, no bottom wick, just started moving up, broke last week's high. I mentioned that this becomes quite tricky. We've got this weekly open wick to contend with. Let me just grab that. We've got this open weekly wick. At one stage we are going to try and fill that. Could this be the week? I don't know. I hate it when a weekly candle has got no bottom wick. It just creates that uncertainty of somewhere along the line price can just flip bearish to go bullish again. So weekly bullish, daily time frame, nice little breakout, and we can see massive rejection on this daily from Friday, creating a swing low. Yesterday's daily candle, no bottom wick. So just one thing I do want to point out is that we can do something like this where the daily goes lower to basically create a bottom wick for this candle right here to create range. So this candle will break yesterday's low to then still potentially flip bullish on the day. So just keep that in mind. Otherwise, this is a daily breakout, as you can see right here, area of contention 149.66, and on a 5-minute time frame, let's quickly check at where we are. Already taking Asia highs, Asia lows also been taken. Very tricky. accumulation distribution still bullish on the 5 minutes, so everything is still pointing to the upside. Yeah, not the cleanest price action, to be honest, but we will monitor these Asia lows. I would love for this pre-market to come and test the daily pivot level right there, and then any breaks of structure back inside of the Asia lows, I will consider longs. I am not looking short on this market, just letting you guys know. So we will monitor this 149.70.7. Let's set some alerts right there. 149.707. That is where we will be looking for potential longs while the accumulation distribution remains bullish. Pound yen, rapid fire, 14 minutes left before market opens. Pound yen weekly time frame. Remember, I mentioned I am still bearish due to the fact that we are creating lower lows and lower highs on the weekly time frame. And in yesterday's analysis, I mentioned that we have yet to come and retest this weekly support level, and I want to see what we do at 180.70 and whether we can break through that or hold that to start moving back up. So weekly time frame bearish. Yesterday we were bearish as well. I don't know why that is showing bullish. My charts reset every time, but bearish on the day yesterday due to the fact that we retested this previous daily area. We had that rejection, and I mentioned the possibility of price going down. I was weirdly enough looking for longs for a deeper retest, but we did not get that. So on a daily time frame, what am I looking at? We've got this break of structure, price closing below that area, and a very tight range on the daily time frame. If you look left with me, only about, what is that, 23 pips before the next area of potential support. And once we clear that, we've got some clear air to the downside for 178.50. Bearish on the day. Let's see where we are. Accumulation distribution starting to turn bearish, as you can see. Let's quickly mark out our ranges. Asia lows, Asia highs right here. So I would say, considering that we are already trading below the weekly S1, makes it a little bit tricky. But Asia highs for a potential sell opportunity, but we've got the round number sitting right here, 181. So technically I don't want price trading above this level, big institutional level. So I would say if we can pre-market, market open, do something here, fake out above and then come back below the Asia lows, I'll be looking short. So pound yen definitely on deck for us this morning. Still bearish order flow, everything is still pointing lower. Gold, 12 minutes, we still have time. Weekly time frame, we mentioned we are bearish. No top wick, little to no top wick. 1809. Keegan mentioned as well yesterday, actually on Friday as well, he mentioned that at no stage was he looking at really buying it. He was purely looking for shorts. So looking left on gold, so if you look left with me, let me quickly mark out this area. This entire area right here for me is a valid area of consideration between 1827 and 1830. Why is that an area? Look left here, I don't know if you can see that. This is where we've had a lot of weekly rejections or basically moves away from. So 1830, 1825, a key level to monitor, and as Keeks will run through his analysis as well. So 1827, that is a level we need to monitor. Jumping down to the daily, again, very little to no top wick, already breaking the lows, so it's still bearish on the day. Are we going to do some type of pullback to 1828, 1830? that is also weirdly enough our Asia highs. Let me just mark this out. Only thing is accumulation distribution still heavily bearish. We can get something like this. I think this was on Friday, something where we trade above the 200 to then just go bearish again. Could we get something similar today where we maybe push above that level today, 1828, to come and retest the daily pivot right here? Something similar to Friday. Let me just show you guys Friday. So Friday, Asia lows were holding. We had that move to the upside, and then price eventually rejected from the weekly pivot. So 1828, 1830, a deeper pullback, that is not unheard of, but I would say Asia highs is the area to monitor, these Asia high levels, and then your daily pivot, also trading at the weekly S1. So very tricky. Keeks, I'm going to throw over to you so that you can do your analysis on gold and USD. Keeks, you are live.
Okay guys, so let's just break this down quickly. Let's go over to gold. So as Chris mentioned, yesterday literally played out to the T. I have a sneaky little gold trade there just for Neil, because he wanted to have a little challenge. I think my trade was a little bit bigger than his, but I'll break that down for you guys right now. So as Chris mentioned yesterday, guys, remember we told you I'm not going to look for longs, anything we want to go short, and we had the possibility of hitting that weekly supply, if not yesterday, literally early hours today. So I said it might take a day or two if you wanted to hold out. It literally went down to 1827. First thing this morning we went and we hit that 1820 area. So for me now, guys, this is the problem. So I am sitting here. This is an area it can reject and turn around from, but again, for me with gold, it needs to first show me it rejects. I want at least one bullish candle here before I'm even going to consider it. So already like here, that's the thing. So on a daily, I want one daily bullish candle, maybe even a bullish engulfing. So I'd want something like this. This thing needs to turn around and literally do something like that and close above this key level before I'm even going to think about going long on gold, because you will always get hurt with gold if you go against the trend. So when we go down to the 4 hour, that's where you guys will see it. Every time, I think Chris actually mentioned this to you guys yesterday as well, gold will have things like that as a fake out. It will just have a little pullback and then it's going to dump again. At this point in time, gold still has the possibility, and I do believe, going to 1810. So we at this stage might even just see a little pullback, find support here, pull back to that 1830 area. Why is my thing not? Yeah, so we might find support here, pull back to the 1830 area, and then dump again to 1810. We might even go down to 18 flat, but that is definitely what I'm looking at. So for me now, if you guys don't want to get hurt, why is this thing fighting with me? If you don't want to get hurt, you'll close out and just be patient with gold at the moment. So yesterday, just to quickly break down how I took this trade for you guys in the afternoon. Basically, we had the big closure. So once this candle came in with news, we took out the lows of yesterday. That was a confirmation that I want to be looking for sells. We went back up, we came in. So my confirmation, guys, I always want a big push back to the area. And then I think it's very similar to Chris's entry things. You want almost a bearish to break out again. That confirms that it has held the support. I'll wait back for the retest. And as you guys will see, I entered basically there. My 20 pip stop, which held. And yeah, there's a 6.5 for you that ran and literally took out weekly supply early this morning. But again, today, as I said, I will not look to go long. This will still be an area of contention for gold. Everything is still definitely bearish. So for me, as I said, I might set an alert and literally almost duplicate this trade again today if we get there. Because if we go over to the dollar index, you guys can see here, When I go over to the daily, you'll see it more clearly. We are at a very key level now, and when you can see there, we actually basically wicked it out this morning, or we just fell short of it. So we do have this massive candle here which we can come into, but at the same time the dollar has shown us it can just continue to go from strength to strength. So this can just turn around and break through. So again guys, right now with the dollar and with gold, I'm going to wait for confirmations before I try any risky trades. Then over to US30. If we look at US30, it's pretty much a similar thing. So for me, on the weekly, I'm actually neutral because of where it's standing at the moment, but on the day, I'm bullish. Now, if I can explain that to you guys, you'll see, yeah, we are at a very key level. So what can happen now is basically we can literally have a replay of that, and that's what I'm just watching for. And the reason I say that is because you can see right here this massive rejection we had over here off the key level. So that is what I'm watching out for now that we have rejected it. So when we go over to the 4 hour guys, you can see we are starting to find the support that it is holding. So what I would like to see now is we have a 1 hour key level over here. If we could break it down again, you will see that. You can see this area there. So what I'd like to see is either US30 from where we are now can either find resistance and it can come back down, find liquidity support over here again and break all the way through, or we can do something like just going from here, go straight through, hold, and once I break above here, I'll look to find support and go along. So that is basically my outlook for the day. I do see US30 being bullish today, but at the same time it can even reject and break below, so it will be a bit of a waiting game again in reaction, but that is probably for me my more favorable play out. So as you guys can see, again, something very similar to what it did over here. We had a nice wick rejection, came, break through this key level, a little bit of a retest drawdown, and then we can enter from there and ride it back up. So again guys, that is what I'm going to be looking for on US30. But I think just while I'm here, there was a trade that's getting pretty close to my entry now. I just want to see which one it was. Yeah, GJ guys. So I think Chris, you also said you short in GJ.
Yeah, I'm still looking short on GJ.
Yeah, so same thing for me guys. It's a case of probabilities. When you look at it like this, you can see there we have just really pushed through and taken out these areas now. So for me, I'd just like that little bit of a pullback to these highs and or lows in that case, find support and then ride it back down again. So that is another one. So that's something I'm looking at soon. And then actually, sorry guys, I think it was US30 I was talking about. Yeah, big thing is also for me with US30 to add to it. For those that don't know, I love a ranging market. So if you guys can't see, you can look here. There's your ranging market right there. So at the same time, all of this here, this wick, is all just being fake out, guys. They're just stopping everyone out. Now it can turn around and basically can work its way all the way back up to the top of the range, and then it would either break through and continue and kind of almost in a way create that double bottom. So that is why, again, it's just a more probability that it is going to continue bullish today, but it can go either way, so keep that neutral in mind. But I think that is everything from my side, Chris.
Okay, Riz, appreciate it, man. Guys, markets are opening in literally 2 minutes. Let's quickly run through the last couple of pairs. GBPUSD weekly time frame. This little box that I marked out here is an area that I'm considering. As you can see previously on the weekly here, we actually had 5 weeks just rejecting that area, trying to get above it, then eventually got above it. Also, one thing I want to note on the weekly time frame, this is your yearly pivot. This pivot only changes every 12 months, so this is the first time since March. Look here, our price was rejecting that yearly pivot and then broke through it. We are now testing it for the first time again this year, so very major key level. I actually want to mark this out. This is your yearly pivot level, so this is not a level you trade at very often, but it is a level that we need to monitor. So I'm going to put this in here, This is your yearly pivot level. So this is your yearly equilibrium level. So we need to be very conscious of that level right there, 102.70. That's also weirdly enough at the Asia lows. So as you can see, currently price trading below the 200. We did mention that the dollar can make some type of pullback. I want to see what we do. I'm not going to buy off the yearly pivot level. I'm going to wait for the round number right here, 12100. Then also price will be trading above the moving averages, and I will wait for something like this. I'm just putting it out there, something similar to this. Asia highs holding, then a nice little break of structure there, and I will consider longs. I'm not going to consider any longs from here. I'll maybe even consider some shorts from here, take a punt on it. As mentioned, that is the yearly pivot level. So GBPUSD, we're going to monitor that. USD ZAR, that 19 Rand level, weekly time frame. Are we going to now start pushing bullish? Daily pivot on UJ markets are open and in motion. Daily time frame, again, we are at this level. Are we going to get that liquidity drive where retail is going to get killed trying to short this level? I don't know. I am bullish on the day. Weekly is also bullish. I don't know why this is reverting back to the previous week. Daily is bullish as well. Let's see what we've got on the lower time frames very quickly. Almost done with the analysis, then we can start looking at some trades. So already took Asia highs, already trading above the weekly pivot, already above the weekly R1. So this thing absolutely rocketed yesterday. 80 still bullish, so we're still looking long. Where can we potentially look for longs? I would say Asia lows. That is a level that we need to consider. What is this black line? Let's just remove that. So Asia lows, I'll consider buys to take this back higher if this holds, but I will need to see some clean price action right here. I'm not going to set alerts now. Let's set alerts to not miss it, because there's quite a bit going on this morning. So Asia lows, that is set right there. And then Euro USD for Amos very quickly. Weekly, we mentioned bearish. Also mentioned this previous area that tried to hold as support right there. So where can we go next on the weekly? I would say we need to monitor this weekly S1 level. Tiny little bit of support there on the weekly, and then after that we can come all the way down to, what is this, 10400. Could that be a target on the week? Still bearish on the week. Daily time frame bearish as well, breaking structure lower. So 10500 round psychological institutional level right here. Monitor that for potential retest maybe early in the session. Now that's also your weekly S1, but we can see that the accumulation distribution is starting to apply some bullish pressure. When are we going to get the pullback before NFP? Tuesday, Wednesday usually creates the high or the low of the week. We've been pushing down straight, so I would say I will not be looking for longs unless we really start curving to the upside on the 80. If we can do something like that, then I will only consider looking for longs. Otherwise I will still look for pullbacks to rather short. We can pull all the way back to 1050 or even 1015 and still come lower, but I am bearish on the day. Let me just change that. Bearish on the day.
Yeah, so Chris, quick one.
Yo.
I will be looking at UJ, guys. That was actually the one I wanted to mention to you. I've had alerts go off it now. It literally is at my area, but we are busy with that market shuffle the first 15 minutes. So I will literally be waiting just for this to go past, and I will be looking to go long on UJ.
I've got the same setup. We're going to look at it now just quickly. German 30 still bearish, already filled the weekly wick from last week at the weekly S1. Are we going to go deeper to 14,800? I don't know. This right here, looking left on the weekly was a previous area of support. So I would say 15,200 key level to monitor, just dropping down to the daily time frame. Closed bearish yesterday, retesting that 200 EMA. Remember I mentioned yesterday I won't be looking for longs, I'll rather look for shorts. But now again, yesterday's daily candle not closing fully below this area right here, but gap down, already filled. So I am bearish on the day. Let's quickly just change that to bearish on the day. And where can we trade this from? 5-minute time frame, still bearish. I want to see Asia highs hold as resistance, and then I still want to see this lower accumulation distribution still clearly pointing down. Nothing showing me any bullish pressure as of yet. Asia markets, let's quickly look at Asia markets. Nikkei closing down yesterday minus 1.64. Obviously Hang Seng closed, no trading on the Hang Seng, but that closed down on Monday. These are futures, so are we going to get that negative flow? JSE already down 0.4, so that's why we're going to get some of that contagion risk flow from Asia and Japan coming through. So I'm still looking short UJ. Let's quickly look at it. All right, UJ at that level. 15-minute shuffle, you guys know the drill. We don't trade the first 15 minutes of the open, but we are here, we are ready. How's everyone doing? Good morning, lads. Jeremy, apologies man, can I ask that you come in a little bit later today? We've got some content that we need to shoot in the office, and we still need to go and grab some equipment straight after the stream. So can I please ask you to chat to me to maybe come in a little bit later today or even tomorrow? We just have some content that we need to do. Keenan, good morning. Abby, good morning. JC Fisser, Calvin, Henry, in a minute. Good morning guys. Discord link in the bio. Giveaway is live. We've had quite a bit of entries on the Instagram giveaway. Be sure to check out the Vault Markets P page as well as the Vault Markets page. We are doing the draw next week, Thursday on the 12th. Remember, we mentioned we're not going to do it on Friday the 13th. What about the Nas today? I got stopped out sadly. What about the Nas? I'm weirdly enough looking for longs. I've got alerts set here at Asia lows. I want to see this level being retested. I know Keegs is also long bias for the down. US30 also starting to make its move to the upside. Well, we'll pull in tomorrow, bro. Shot Jeremy, sorry man. We actually had to shoot this stuff yesterday. Couldn't find all the gear we needed, so we're shooting it today. We've got everybody dressed up in the office. Keegan combed his hair.
You know it's serious. I've even all freshly shaved.
How come you guys aren't wearing masks for safety? Unfortunately, it is not movie quality masks. We want to do it right. Like in Step Brothers, mine is good, but it is not movie quality though. Neo stirring the pot already. Ah, gents. Let's not stir the pot. Let me do the finishing move. Leave it up to me.
You're gonna see Chris pull out the RKO soon.
Let's not chat.
Pull a little John Cena. You can't see me.
You know, guys, the thing about the truth is, it's like a saw that you try and cover up, and the more you scratch on it, the more it it literally just wants to come out, and you put plasters on it and you put masks on it, and the thing is, it wants to come out. It just gets bigger and bigger. That's the thing with the truth, is you can't bury it. It will find a way to reveal itself. But let's leave it at that, guys. Be sure to check out the channels. The Trojan horse is coming. Morning everyone, training clicks. This Friday, Chris Bradell and Duano on the stream. We've got a double guest on the stream. As mentioned, they are doing some awesome stuff, especially with their YouTube channel, all in, doing very similar stuff to what Mr. Beast is doing. So quite cool to get them on as well. So Chris Bradell and Duano. Also going to talk a little bit about the boxing match that Duano had, I think it was last month, that tick box. We're going to chat about that. Maybe even get Keegan to sign a deal to box some traders. Keegs, if you can get that promoted, who do you want to box, dude?
Oof, there's a guy.
And then come back inside. We can still get price pushing bullish. Chris, I missed yesterday's live. Was the prop firm launched? No, it is launching Friday. We just had the final onboarding of the PSPs, card payments, crypto payments. It is quite a thing getting all of the PSPs on board and just doing the final testing. But going live on Friday, you can check out the Vault Market social, some teasers coming out, and then also we will be doing some very nice launch specials as well. That launching on Friday. I will also be doing weekly giveaways on here, and also the guy that will be flying out, the winner of the giveaway, will also receive a funded account. USD accounts, Rand accounts, add-ons, some very exciting stuff. First regulated prop firm that I know of that is fully regulated and compliant.
You know, Chris, I was thinking about it now. I literally locked and loaded it. I went back to my OG color scheme and already clapped out like a banger yesterday.
With your chart?
Yeah. So the good vibes are back.
Oh shit. We're not scared of Friday the 13th. We'll maybe even do the giveaway on Friday the 13th. Now I'm talking shit. We're not going to do the giveaway on Friday the 13th. Chad, how's the week been? I hope you guys didn't get wrecked yesterday. Pretty much one-way traffic. Had the bias right, didn't get the trades though. Late afternoon looking at UJ, took a little squeeze on it as this candle broke there, little pop up, move stops to break even, and then it was literally just this range. I didn't consider anything else. All right guys, market shuffle has come and gone. I would love a little retest of this daily pivot level, then I will potentially look for longs on a break of structure right here. We're just going to need to be very quick on our trade management because we don't want to see any type of rejections on the Asia low. That is also where all of our moving averages are diverging at that stage. And then what we want to see is price trading above and then holding Asia lows. So I'm going to wait for the daily pivot to be retested. And again, as mentioned, GBPUSD trading very close to the yearly pivot. So during pre-market, we tapped below it, we've held it. So very major key level. This is the yearly equilibrium. Are we going to try to push back up from this level? I don't know. We'll need to see. Keeks, you don't trade US30 yesterday though, eh?
No, I don't. No.
The only setup I saw was this. Yesterday I shared it in the Discord. Feel free to check out the link to the Discord in the description. Only thing I saw yesterday was this Nasdaq holding Asia highs, 80 trading above the 200. And Keegan, or not Keegan, Neil asked me about the break of structure. I pointed out this break of structure there. If I was trading, I was actually on the school run yesterday. That was 5:45, 5:30. I left the office. That would have been my entry somewhere here. Just wait for a little pullback and then your 30-point stop, targeting your S1, which was here. Let's just quickly do this while we wait, just to show you guys, do a 2 look back on the pivot. All right, so you'll go from there to your S1. That's a 1 to 2.75. Neil was asking that he saw this as the structure break. Also valid. I was just looking at the first structure break we had right here, and also these multiple retests off the pivot level on the day, and then the Asia high break as well yesterday. So you could have either taken it here, both setups are valid, or you could have taken it here somewhere, but both setups valid. That's the only thing I saw yesterday after I got home, jumping on the charts, and then it just died from there and went back into a range. But we'll definitely get something today. Very interesting. Asia flows pushing bearish. Also German 30. If this is something you trade, I would say this is your level to monitor any potential breaks of structure to the downside here. You want to see a retest of Asia lows hold, and you can retest the weekly lows. Keeks, are you gonna wait for a retest basically of the session lows?
Yeah, so I want a retest of your session lows, my key area. Otherwise, the only time I'm gonna enter is when we can break above Asia lows again. So those are my two entry criteria for me. So I'm either, because of how it's holding there now, yeah, I'll probably then wait for Asia lows, buy above Asia lows, and basically run it up to my other daily key level, which is 150 or 165.
Alright guys, GJ, I've got on a watch list here. I'm going to wait for some structure breaks right here. As mentioned, bearish on the day, tested at 181, already retested Asia lows. I'm even fine if we do something like this, where we come back to retest Asia lows and then break structure lower. Otherwise, I'm going to take it here. 180.56, not a lot in it for us, but let's see if we can close relatively close to the break of structure. We've got a slight bit of an advantage point. I'm going to look for shorts. As long as we can just hold somewhere close here, I will be looking for some shorts. We need a closure below though, so closure below here, and I will be looking short at this.
Yeah, guys, just to add there, I mean, if you got some bulls on you, you can look to basically long gold where it is now. As I said, I don't want to, but if you are a guy that likes to really sculpt the markets, as I mentioned, you want that pullback up. So in fractional structure, you can look to start longing gold for that pullback, basically hit that 1832 area and then prepare to sell. But like I said, that's if you've got some bulls on you.
All right, 3 minutes, guys. What I'm gonna do though with GJ is I'm gonna tell you exactly what I'm gonna do.
Chrissy,
yo,
it looks like we have a surprise special guest.
Where?
It looks like Han, he wants to know if he can join in on the Zoom.
Oh, Hein. Shit, guys, Hein.
He wants to grace us with his presence.
I just need to see how I'm gonna get Hein's video in here. Let me just go view options, side by side mode. What is this? Keeks, I'm just gonna just stop your screen sharing so I can pull Hein in here. I don't know if I can.
Perfect. Okay, will I stop my screen sharing?
I'm getting quite a big screen here. I'm gonna have to share. Oh wait, Keeks, quickly share your screen. I'm gonna do something on Streamlabs. Quickly share your screen again. Hein, goeiemôre my vriend, kan jy ons hoor? Mic check, mic check. Hein.
Kan julle hoor? Môre. Morning, Keeks.
Morning, my brother.
Is Mo busy with the coffee grinder again there?
No, it's Kate.
Oh, is it Kate?
By the way, so Han, actually, can you hear me?
You are muted on
No, that's what I said, because I'm using my Streamlabs and not Zoom now.
I can't hear you guys.
I'm sorry, can you put the stream on and use the audio from there, because it's a very weird setup we've got with Streamlabs and Zoom, and it's so if you can put on the stream on your side, and we're gonna mute ourselves on Zoom, but you don't have to mute yourself on Zoom.
No, that's fine. I can hear you properly now though, if there's a problem.
No, I just unmuted my Zoom. Keeks, can you?
Okay.
Is it fine if I keep Zoom on, or is it an issue?
Nah, it's fine. I just sound like you sound like a robot now with a bit of an echo, but it's cool.
Okay, no, go to the what's the name stream.
Okay, sure.
Okay, I'm gonna try and we're gonna multitask here. Firstly, we're gonna take shorts in 3, 2, 1. I'm going off, guys. Just letting you know, going off risk on this. Firstly, we can get a deeper pullback. I'm gonna have around about a 25 pip stop, a little bit wider than usual for any type of pullbacks we might get. But I took a short right here, half a position, 25 pip stop just above this 181 high there, because we can get another retest of Asia lows, and I will add there. And I am targeting firstly this S1, and then I'm targeting the half round number, and I will most probably get out there for 0.5% due to the fact that I only have half a position on here unless we get some type of pullback. So 25 pips, 180.50. I'm happy with 0.5%. But anyway, that's the position I'm taking. Give me a sec just to get a iron in as well. What am I doing here, guys? It is absolute jumble, yeah.
No, guys, we're just trying to figure this one out, yeah.
And apologies, we'll get you in very shortly. But let's just application audio window capture. Let's see. Keeks,
He can't join us just on Streamlabs.
no, you only have one. You only have one. Upgrade for more guests. I'll need to look at that. And we'll figure it out now. Give me a sec. I'll just first do. Oh, thanks so much. Thanks so much. Alright, guys. I hope you took this. I'm actually just gonna
You
go.
guys gonna put me in? That's fine. I'm having a bad header anyway.
Dude, your hair looks beautiful. I'm going break even on this, guys. This is a very, very quick trade though. Going break even, only half risk. That is fine. I was expecting some type of pullback.
The market bull is milking the markets today.
Going for 180.50 full TP there, due to the fact that this thing is just pushing down, flushing, and then UJ will look at some entries. There's the retest. If we can get some breaks of structure right here, I will look for retest. But
yeah, so UJ is approaching my entry again.
But this trade is risk-free, guys. We're running up only about 0.3% due to the half risk trade. What is this? 13 pips. As easy as they come. Zero drawdown. You don't need a mask to trade like this. You can just get the skill. Alright. Keeks, let me try again to get Iron back on. Iron, this is why we need you in the office, bro. We need you here in the office. Your spot is still open. Iron, technically...
Oh, guys, I'm all lonely here by my desk.
Iron, technically, his spot is here. He comes in. He basically has like a timeshare here in the office. Screen capture. Let's try again. I'm gonna try again. Why is this doing it?
So just answering that question, we trade US30. We use Vault Markets. Best, honestly, really great spreads for indices. And then in a minute, why did he take the sell? Chris can correct me if I'm wrong, but we broke.
There's
the
nothing wrong with
lows.
having a timeshare instead of owning the property.
We broke the lows. I think that's what Chris took it, because it's gonna flash after it takes the lows.
Yeah, so guys, remember when we started the stream, why I took the sell? I mentioned that I am bearish on the day, I'm bearish on the week, and I mentioned that if we come and retest, go to the start of the stream in a minute. I mentioned that the round number right there, I said, you can go back, I said pre-market, market open, I would love a retest of that area, and once we break below it, I want to short the market. I did not short on this bearish engulfing here after the test of Asia lows, because I've seen that my bearish engulfing entry model is not that profitable. So I'm actually taking that out completely. I'm not even looking at it. And then why did I take this? This is just purely a break of structure. If you go to the Discord, to the education section, the trade we took here is basically a continuation trade of the sells. So let me just put it right here for you. You see that right there? That is a continuation sell pivot, half round number, Asia low, structure break, whatever it is, that is the sell right there. We had a break of structure, sell on that candle. Otherwise, the one you could have looked at was this one right here, the engulfing as you retest. I don't like that trade anymore, to be honest. The engulfing, I've seen too many times that it does not work well. So why trade something that is not working well? And that's the trade right there. Very simple, easy. Asia low retest, failing to hold, fake out back into the Asia lows. 80 is showing me bearish, daily time frame is showing me bearish, and retest on the round number, retest on the Asia lows, and as simple as that.
I think it's all about ticking your boxes though.
Yeah, most probably we could get stopped out at break even. I'm fine with that. If not,
but also I think, so just answering the other question, I think guys, when we talk about why it didn't act as liquidity, that's where we talk about waiting for confirmation. So personally, if that was liquidity, it would have taken it out, but it would have rejected immediately after that. The fact you got your closure below it, then it's showing that it is now gathered liquidity to break through that area, and it will continue the downwards movement. So I think that's again where we talk about your confirmations the whole time.
So that lows was not acting as liquidity. I don't know what you mean by are you meaning like liquidity to go long again? Is that what
that's
is?
What I'm saying to him. I think, why I was saying like you rather waited. If it was liquidity, it would have taken it and rejected straight away. But personally, like for me, the fact you got a closure below it shows you that it's now actually gathered the strength to continue that downward momentum.
Look, in a minute, this can be liquidity. This can 100% be liquidity, where it's doing basically, this is the manipulation. This was your accumulation, this was the manipulation, and then you get the distribution. But again, for the most part, you guys know I just trade from pivot. Only 3
everything like that to make it more probable, and that's where the probability comes in, that the trade's going to go your way. So you want to take that 50-50 to a 80-20 to a 90-10, and I think like where Chris is saying, he ticked all of his boxes to go short, so you take it.
Guys, Hein in the building, the one and only Baloney from Benoni.
Han needs to drop a signal here, guys. He's holding out on you.
Hein dropped
He's got a 8 winning streak here.
The guy dropped a signal yesterday on USD CAD, so I told him if he brings that USD CAD energy this morning, we are more than happy to get him on the stream. I shared this yesterday, we mentioned it. It shows you how the different strategies all line up to the same thing. Trades smart money concepts. We just trade simple horizontal levels. So Hein was looking at this from a smart money perspective, buying the lows right here. I think it was at 620. I mentioned this is Asia lows. I said I would look at buys from my trading perspective. 80 is trading bullish. Asia lows holding, break of structure right there. We would have maybe caught it a little bit higher than Hein, about 8 pips higher, but it just shows you how the various strategies all really show you the same thing. And then yeah, from Hein you must probably out, but that thing, if you still in, that would have been like a 1 to 40, or that thing did 140 from where we called it.
Me and Hein,
because I only go 1 to 3 on all my trades, so I was out pretty quickly. The trade I only held for like, I don't know, like 45 to an hour.
Think, Chris, you think you bad? You must see that man. That man can't hold a trade to save his life.
So it's worse than me.
A millionaire if he just held the trade.
All right, guys.
It's such a lie because Keegan always raves about me to other people how I hold a trade. So I don't get you.
I think we are out. Let me just check here. Yeah, guys, break even it on this. It was technically up. No, it wasn't up 1 to 1. So I'm not bleak about it. I'll look at a retest of this area, but break even it on GJ. Break even on the cells. I will journal this afterwards, put it in the journal tab in Discord. Check the link in the description. UJ, as mentioned, we're going to monitor UJ, see where that brings us, if we can trade back above. US30 pushing bullish, Nasdaq still pushing bullish as well. And we lost Hein. Hein is gone. I hope Keegan didn't offend the guy. Hopefully not. GJ, yeah, we can get a retest of this previous breakout level and it can still go lower. I was just not willing to hold out on it after it pushing down and trading so close to the daily S1, because that is an area of potential support. So if you're still in it, good luck. I'll just look at potential retest, maybe even a little bit deeper. Maybe we get something all the way up here to Asia lows. I'm going to set some alerts right there. 180.92. That is the level that we will be monitoring. 2 break evens this week. UJ buys yesterday, GJ sells this morning. Can we get Iron back on Zoom? I don't know. Iron is back. The man is back. Let's get Iron back in the room. 53 viewers today. I think that's our highest non-guest number. Welcome to everyone. If you have not done so yet, join the Discord link in the description. A lot of free value being shared there, a lot of trade setup shared, and feel free to join the Discord link in the bio. Keegan shared this on gold. He said if you have some coconuts on you, you would be buying this. I'm just saying, I don't know if you guys are listening.
Don't tell until you guys, eh?
Keegan mentioned that.
Don't say I didn't tell you. Neil, where are you, my man? I'm missing Neil today. You see, guys, now that's the thing. Neil
Nick
came to me with a challenge, and you need people to do that to make you level up.
Nick, I still want to get Nick on the pound trader. Consider him a friend, somebody from the UK. That Nick has got, I think, more experience than anyone sitting here. I think he's got actually more experience than me and Keegan collectively, but I would love to get Nick on as well. Nick, let me know when you're available. If I'm not mistaken, I think Nick has got over 15 years worth of experience in the market. Very good friend of mine. And no secret Tims or Mo's in here, I hope. No, the only Mo we've got is a video editor, but it is not the one that me and you are talking about. After the Nas100 took the Asia high, what is the buy fair? Is the buy fair value? Dude, I honestly don't trade the fair value gaps and stuff. I literally just look at a horizontal level. So if it rejects Asia highs after taking it, it will most probably come for Asia lows. If it breaks below Asia lows, the daily pivot, it will most likely go lower to the S1. I don't do the fair value gap thing. So I may be the wrong guy to ask about that. Sorry, Keeks, you were mentioning.
I was just gonna say, yeah, looks like USDJPY is already leaving that area. We'll also obviously wait a little bit, but yeah, it looks like it is going to be approaching Asia lows, where we'll look for a re-entry at that point.
I am considering it here, Keeks, with some aggressive trade management to see that if we first create a 5-minute bottom wick, I'm going to enter. And I am going to be very aggressive as to what we do right here. Asia lows. We still have to close above that. I still need that break of structure from my entry criteria shared on Discord. Let me just pull this across for you guys to see. So what am I looking at? This is the entry setup right here. Let me just open it up in a separate browser. Help you guys as to what we are looking at. Let's maybe use the snipping tool. Hi, no signals today.
Yeah, I think obviously he's
I'm sorry,
a bit delayed.
I'm sorry, your mic is muted. You unmuted it and then you muted it there.
Sorry, the chat's a bit delayed. Yeah, so nothing on the cards for today as of yet. We'll wait for us to go out.
Alright guys, this is the setup that I'm talking about. Very simple. Obviously I've got the pivot there, but wherever the pivot is tested, break of structure higher, this is the trade I will be taking. 38 seconds, again as mentioned, very aggressive trade management will be done here in terms of Asia lows. Also the 1980, that's from ICT, 80, 50, 20 round numbers, but let's see. I've got it on here, but again 10 seconds. Are we going to close above here? I need to see an actual closure above, otherwise I'm not taking it. 2-1, no closure above, no trade for me. We'll wait. Alright guys, pound USD back at that yearly pivot level, and also what I'm going to be looking at, and again very aggressive trade, breaks of structure below here. I will be looking short on this if we get that. Again, be very careful because we can be the liquidity. I always say that with every trade you take, you can be the liquidity, but just going on setups, I am bearish on the week, I am bearish on the day. Accumulation distribution still showing me lower prices unless we do something like this. If we do something like this, we break the weekly low right there and we then start reversing higher, then I will look at potential pullbacks. That is the only way that I will be looking for longs at this stage. Soon, my friend, about 15 years. Yeah, 15 years in the market.
Yeah, so for me at the moment, like I said, UJ is kind of out of the equation, but EU is busy entering my POI, so I'll be keeping an eye on that.
Which one is entering your POI?
EU.
EU.
Yeah, looking to short it.
If I'm not mistaken, I think Nick will be looking to long here. We were chatting about pound USD running down so hard these last couple of weeks. Still bullish on Nas. I'm not bullish on Nas. Sorry, I am bullish. Only thing is, look at this starting to tilt down. So if we start doing something like this and the 80 starts doing that, I'll look short. Again, remember guys, what I use for my risk gauge is basically what Asia does overnight, because for the most part we are a globalized economy. There's a lot of integration between the economies, and looking at the Nikkei that closed down almost 1.7%. And then Hang Seng, also Hang Seng futures closing down, what is this, almost 2.5%. So a lot of that contagion flow coming through the markets. JSE closing that gap now, that open gap. But again, similar to yesterday, what I mentioned was that as soon as the JSE dies down, you'll see the European markets also die down. And this was around about 11:35 when I called that. And if you go and look at US30, 11:35, where was that yesterday? 11:35 was when I was looking right here. 11:35 right there. The rest of the market started dying down. Not any special powers, just looking at how various intercorrelated markets affect one another, and knowing that we are globalized
Chris,
economy.
Just also guys, again, if anyone did take the ballsy long on gold, you can set stop loss to break even, as you are now at 1.5%.
So that is your job as a trader, to look at the macroeconomic perspective, look at the various correlating markets, and see how that could potentially affect the risk sentiment going into a session. Because remember, there are guys in London, there's guys in Frankfurt, there's guys in the US looking at what the previous markets did, and that affects sentiment. If you're seeing sentiment being hit in another part of the world, that obviously is like, shit, what's happening in China, what's happening in Japan. China also one of the biggest economies in the world, so if they're taking shots, that's going to hurt sentiment across the board, not just locally but in the Western world as well. So that is how you basically frame an idea, how you create context for yourself. Chris, how do you calculate lot size when you are entering a trade? I always have my trades set. My risk is always the same: 15 pips for the majors, 20 pips for the yen pairs. So you guys know the drill: 15 pips majors, 20 pips for the JPY pairs, and then I go anywhere between 30 to 35 points on Nasdaq. That's another thing I always talk about. Some of you are actually very good traders. It is just your risk management that is not consistent. So some of you, if you just start using consistent lots, you will actually end the month profitable. Let me check here. 30 to 35 points on Nasdaq, and then 40 to 45 points on Dow Jones. And all you need to do is calculate your per pip. So if you're going one lot, that is $10 per pip, and then you just take your stop loss, which is say 15 pips, divided by the dollar value. Let's say you want to risk $100, and what's that going to give you? I think it's 0.67. So that is your lot size right there. Let me just confirm. Let's just get a calculator out here. Sorry, I've got a calculator right next to me. So if you say trading a funded account, you want to risk 1%, that's $100 in total, divided by 15 pips. That's going to give you 6.67 divided by 100. No, divided by 10, apologies, because it's $10 per pip. So divided by 100 divided by 10, that's going to give you your lot size. Let me just check, and that needs to flip around. Apologies. $100 divided by your stop divided by 10, because it's $10 per pip for a full lot. So $100 divided by 15 divided by 10. Yes, so 15 pip, that is your stop loss, and 10 is basically just what it is. So it is $10 per pip for a round lot. That is how you calculate it. Obviously different on Nasdaq. Some brokers have the contract volume as 100, some have it as 10, some have it 1-to-1. So you can just do that. Where is it? Jaden Free. I hope that helps. Still bullish on Nas. We chatted about that. Speed Wiz. So your job isn't to talk down other traders for clout. Oh shit. We've got some clout chasers in here. Do you usually trade with a lot size 1.0? JC, depending on the account size I trade, I have my stop losses already calculated, so I never change them. It is not different for every trade because my stop losses never change. Speedwiz in the chat. How's it going, Speedwiz? Very creative name.
Okay guys, so I'm very close to probably taking that short on EU.
Hopefully Speedwiz can stop losing trades and get some winners here today. Speedwars, stay tuned. If you are tired of being part of the 95%, you can become part of the 5%. We're not talking about the prop firm, the 5%ers. We are talking about the winner's circle. So stay tuned, set your alerts, subscribe, leave a like.
Or Keenan, what broker do you use?
UJ guys, I'm looking at Asia lows. I'm not gonna buy it here. The idea was for this to push up. I'm gonna wait for Asia lows. As soon as we can regain Asia lows, do something like this, and then retest Asia lows right there, and then a break of structure, I will be looking long.
Don't worry, Laz. We are gonna bring the volume to EU. You're gonna
Thank
see
you for that.
we enter, that thing is gonna drop.
Which account would you recommend for currency, Keegs? What account do you have, Keenan? Get the zero spread account.
There you go.
Yeah, guys, the Mars trader, unfortunately, he doesn't want to join us on stream as a guest. We tried. Mario Nell, the Mars trader, unfortunately does not want to join. I honestly didn't realize the guy was really so afraid. That's why he wears the mask. So I don't know. I tried. Maybe next time, if you see him, he's blocked me on all platforms. Tell him we would still love to get him on the stream to just give us the recipe to how to go from blowing accounts in 2021, getting fined by the FSCA, to buying Ferraris and Lamborghinis. That is an absolute story we need to hear, because that is how you do it. You learn a lesson, you blow people's money, and then all of a sudden you can trade and you start selling signals and courses to pay off your defrauded investors. But I don't know, maybe the mask is something that changed his trading, or maybe it is all the accounts blown between 2018 and 2021, but I don't know what's changed.
You know what my thing is though? So I'm actually thinking about this now. We actually were talking about this the other day. Do other traders that know him or talk to him know who he is? Or whenever they talk, does he wear the mask?
Bro, that would be weird. Let's say, for instance, you're in a meeting and I need to wear a mask. I don't know. It's a weird thing.
Like picture that, okay? He starts in a prop firm, okay? Like let's just picture this, guys. He goes into his big business office. You walk into a conference room with all these businessmen, and at the end of the table is a guy with a mask. Like what's going on here?
I don't know, guys. For me, honestly, I don't have an issue with the guy. I'm taking the piss out of him because he's got a lot more to lose in terms of trying to hold up that persona. We all know it's Mario Nell. The guy messaged me on WhatsApp from his number that I still have from back in the day when he was struggling as a trader, asking me for help, being on some of our groups. and then to also reply on the Instagram post from his personal account where I mentioned mad shots. Like, why not just stay quiet? Like, why take it so seriously? Why don't you just
trying to be one of the Avengers?
Why don't you just say, listen here guys, I am not Mario Nell, I am Mad Shot, the mask trader. I don't know who this Mario Nell is that you speak of.
But it would be quite funny, eh? If you had to see his ID. Does his ID have the mask?
And here's the thing though, like, even whatever I say or do about it, like, if the guy wants to go the legal route, then he's gonna need representation, and then he's anyway gonna expose himself. So either you just come out and say, guys, listen here, I'm Mario Nell, the mask trader that fucked up. I used the mask as a way out because I didn't want to take accountability. I tried starting a new thing that was called Bubesi Traders. It didn't really pick up. I had to get some type of marketing tactic. The mask is a nice selling point. I can hide my past because I don't want to face my past. And that is it. Like, just say, listen here guys, and you can actually sell that. Listen here, I've got a thing against me on the FSCA. I fucked up. Let me show you how not to do it. But why hide it? Like, I actually spoke to him, and this is how I know all of this. I actually forgot about the guy. And then Andre, him and his brother had money with him, and he phoned me and he's like, dude, you know the guy that blew up our PAM at FX Primus? We actually gave that guy some of our money to trade. We can't get it out of him. And I said, Andre, I honestly don't know. I'm going to phone some friends that I know in that part of the region. I phoned a good friend of mine, Henny Skorbinski. He was the captain at the Pumas, and Henny told me a story, and this is all, I can put this on the record, guys. Henny told me one of the guys he defrauded actually came and took his bucket keys and said, look, I want my 600k, or I'm keeping the keys to this Ford Ranger. And I said, hectic, Henny, I didn't know that. And I told Andre and them, I think the best way is rather just to go the FSCA route, because he is not giving you guys answers and he defrauded you guys. So Andre Erasmus and his brother went that route, and then at one stage I saw that there was action taken. So he said he has paid back all the money to all of the clients. I can't confirm or deny that. If he's done it, great. Obviously the Signal subscriptions and courses helped a lot to pay back the guys. So yeah, so Speedwiz is obviously part of that gang. You should have stayed quiet, son.
Whose side is Speedwiz on you?
Speedwiz, I think you lost. You might be on the wrong stream.
He's a little spy.
Speedwiz, go to the Signals group that is closed down. That is now a community chat. Because why would a trader sit in front of the screen for 4 hours a day? That is not time freedom.
So guys, Chris can tell you about his IG, because I see you asking about that.
Who asked about that?
Obviously, just they asking you, yeah, they can't find your IG.
Bro, I got
competition.
Bro, I got cancelled. That is how serious that guy is about hiding his identity. But again, like I said, if you've got nothing to hide, you've got nothing to lose. But if you've got something to hide, you've got everything to lose. So that's all I'm saying. Speedwiz, how's the signals going there? Mad signals, mad stops.
Jeez, did you actually get cancelled?
I got cancelled. You know what the funny thing is though, when I posted that thing about the masks last night, and I was honestly taking a piss out of it. Shortly after that, account got disabled or banned. And after that I was like, holy shit, we really struck a nerve with this guy. And yeah, I got cancelled. 2030 followers.
Yeah, Garth, appreciate that. I just took a screenshot now to send to the Discord. That gold trade just took full TP. So to all the guys that took it, well done to you. I didn't risk it myself personally, but I did call it for you guys, and that is hit full TP.
D-Red, we have Mad Charts' song as the background music to the stream.
Dude, Mad Charts is sending us speedways, yeah. I don't know, Mad Charts, bro.
I was thinking the same thing.
Chris is moving like, dude, they're cancelling you. That's the thing. I don't know how I got cancelled. Like, anyway, I got cancelled. Now at least I can get some work done.
Don't you think it's a bit sketchy that he only joined the 18th of September?
Who's that? Speedways.
Speedways.
How can you see that? Oh, do you search it? Let's check Speedways. That man is sweating behind the mask. There's like sweat drops. Anyways, guys, it's all fun and in good spirits. We are here to trade. But Keeks, my question is that Q banks know about the FSCA thing, or do you think? I wonder how that happened. Do you think? Where's Keeks? I don't know if Keeks can hear me.
Ah, okay. Sorry, I was just busy posting in the Discord. It's a tricky one, eh? Because like that's what I was saying the other day. Is Q is such like a respected guy in the industry. And do you think that's something he was aware of?
I don't know. It's weird, dude.
He just like we said, if it's in your past, it's in your past. So like just move on. But was he even aware of it?
Wait till he finds out there's someone in his group that knows about it.
Yeah, that's very interesting for me because Q, yeah, like you mentioned, he is a very well-respected guy and he's got a big business and a massive following. So I don't know if he... Maybe now is a good time for Mad Charts to chat to Q, spill the beans. Just let that truth out, my brother. The truth will set you free.
I'm in shorts on EU, guys. So I am going to be keeping an eye on that one.
Did you short?
I shorted.
What's your stop? Can I put a trade here for the guys?
So EU, my entry is 04875.
Yeah.
Stop loss 05069.
05069. That's quite a big stop.
And TP, yeah, and TP 04402.
00442. Alright, so basically at 2.3.
Yeah.
UJ guys, we are now currently trading back inside of the Asia range. So as mentioned, if we can do something like this, I am going for the longs. I don't want to take this right here due to the fact that we've got the Asia lows. Asia lows is only, what is this, 3 pips. Why risk being the liquidity if we can just wait for 3 pips? So let's see if we can hold Asia lows. DXY back at Asia lows again. As mentioned, we can get something similar to this happening. But the only thing is, yesterday we made the low during 9 o'clock. Now we're already past 9. So interesting. Very interesting indeed. 10 o'clock, I would say, if we can hold here, then we'll most probably see that push on UJ. US30 currently trading back above Asia highs, back above the daily pivot. Also accumulation distribution now starting to pressure somewhat bullish. Nasdaq as well never got to this zone where we were looking for potential longs, now also trading back at the session highs. I'm still not keen for buys, to be honest, but let's see. We're gonna see how this plays out. UJ currently the one that I'm looking at. GJ all the way back, I think it was in a minute, that talked about the liquidity. Remember I mentioned this can still be that move. This is what he was talking about, where you've got your accumulation, you've got your manipulation, and then you get the distribution. But for me, I'm not looking bullish as of yet. We're still trading inside of the Asia range. I'll only consider longs once we retest 181 and once we break Asia highs. That is the only way that I'll be looking for longs, and at that stage we can start pushing bullish as well, something like this. So if we start doing something like that, then we can start going bullish. Thoughts on NZD USD? Garth, let's quickly see how you guys trade and starting to enjoy it. Awesome. Garth, NZD USD, let's quickly look at that. NZD USD, where can we find that? NZD USD. Garth, I'm gonna find it. Here's it. Alright, quick top down analysis for Garth. Weekly time frame, NZD USD. Tricky little spot right here. We retested this previous breakout area last week, now starting to push bearish. I would have been bullish on the week due to the fact that we closed above this previous area of resistance right there. Wait, we closed above that area of resistance. Last week closed bullish. I would have tried to look for a potential wick fall to the upside and then a potential rejection to continue down. But I would say the weekly will become very clear if you get something like this on the weekly time frame. But at this stage, back inside of this range, quite tricky, jumping down to a daily time frame, bearish engulfing yesterday on Monday. Now back inside of this ugly little range right here, and you've got a lot going on here. I would say daily closures below this level right there and daily closures below this level would make for clean shorts. On the day, I would have been bearish due to the fact that we had that nice bullish, bearish engulfing 5-minute time frame, what do we have here? 5-minute time frame, struggling to trade away from these Asia lows. I would say more rejections here. You can even see price maybe doing something like this and then rejecting. You could see price going lower, but again, lower probability setup because you're already trading below the daily S1 level. Let me just remove this. And you're trading quite a bit away from the daily pivot all the way down here. So probability favors price to rather make a pullback than continue lower. But again, this is liquidity. Equal lows like this will somewhere along the line get targeted. So Garth, I don't know what you are trading on this, but also your accumulation distribution now starting to almost range around the 200. And if this starts to push to the upside, you can see some deeper pullbacks. But honestly, nothing I would trade here. Your trade was this.
Sorry, Chris, can I quickly just interrupt you?
Yeah.
So I've been removed with Mad Charts group. So let's see who it actually is.
Oh, did you get removed?
Yeah, so I think we know who Speedway actually is.
No,
You know
one.
what's funny? You must get him to refund you now because you paid to be on that group and he just kicked you off.
And bad day to be on the stream. It cost 12 grand to be on the stream this morning. Don't stress, I'll give you a refund for 12.
I'll hold you
I'm actually
accountable
interested now. I want to go see if he blocked me now.
You know what the funny thing is, we sitting
I'm still in the good books.
Geeks, you know what the funny thing is that we sitting here on the charts and that man is scrambling to remove and block people, and dude, it is funny as hell. Time freedom at its best. Why trade? Just try and hide your identity the entire day. Maar jy het al meer as 12k verloor in 'n trade.
Yeah, I know. I'm fine with losing the academy. Didn't teach me anything.
Alright guys, UJ, I am monitoring this. Only thing is the moving averages right here. First hurdle that we need to get through, but I will be monitoring this. How is Keegan's Euro trade going? Facing some drawdown. Weekly S1. I would say that is the area that you need to monitor. DXY. Trading below Asia lows, as mentioned. Are we going to come all the way back down to the weekly R1 and we're going to get that deeper pullback to the daily pivot even? I'll be monitoring 1 to 100. Let's see. Very steep pullback. Again, as mentioned this morning, that DXY, if we're going to trade weekly highs, we're going to need some catalyst for the volume to push it up. No catalyst. So hey Chris, always nice to be on stream again today. Dorito Demon, what's up brother? Hope you are well. Didi, yeah guys, appreciate all of the support. Appreciate all of you guys being on the stream. As always, just trying to provide as much value as possible. Only a break-even trade on GJ this morning, but I am monitoring these Asia highs, and if we can get back below the round number here, let's get those likes up guys. Please do.
Just also stating that, what did Hein exactly do?
I don't know. Hein didn't.
I don't even think he even said anything.
Hein didn't do anything. Honestly, I'm myself and Keegan's the ones stirring the pot. I honestly don't. Hein was never part of this. I don't know where this is coming from. Hein, maybe ask the question, dude, because Hein honestly didn't say anything. Even when I was in the office, Hein said he didn't want to be part of the beef, and we respected that. So Mario, if you removed Hein, he's got nothing to do with it, my brother.
But you know what?
Like a piece of his Ferrari that he doesn't have, please.
You know what I was gonna say? Literally, there was. I do feel for the guy. That it really must be tough to go and cry in your Ferrari. So I'm sorry if we hurt your feelings.
That you don't have.
No, he's got a Ferrari, dude, and a Lamborghini, and he's got 8 cars. I don't know where the 8 comes from.
Apparently the 9th one's coming, but so is that garage tour. It's been coming.
A garage tour? But there's always just one car in front of the garage. Does he like park the other cars around, like out of the picture?
You know, I'm just waiting for the energy drink.
Guys, there's absolute savages.
I'm gonna take Red Bull and put a mask over it.
Yes, guys, I'm in the office here with savages. The guys are going ballistic here. I just need to calm everyone down. Guys, it's literally just a joke. I don't know why the guy's taking it so seriously. I honestly thought he was joking when he said it's a safety threat, wearing a mask, because apparently there's a lot of traders being taken out and hijacked. So I don't know. So be safe out there, guys. Please. I don't know if the N95 mask will help with that, but maybe get some of those masks. Will also protect you against the flu. You guys saw the Nas in a minute. Dude, I saw Nas, but no trade for me. I was waiting for the pullback here at Asia lows. Didn't get it. But... and then...
Okay, I've got one more question, guys.
Okay. Let's
then
hear
I'm
it.
gonna leave it alone for the day.
Okay.
So during COVID, did he have to wear a mask over the mask?
I'm finished. I'm done.
Like serious.
I'm finished, guys. Geeks, I don't think he listens to that song Mask Off. Alright, no guys, I'm finished. I'm not taking part in this anymore. 1 minute, I'm gonna potentially take some longs here on UJ. Let's see. 1 minute for this closure. Going full risk on this. Let's see. Just one thing to note, that we need to trade through this level. I'm going to be quite aggressive with my risk management. I don't want to see closures back below the Asia lows. And this is a setup that I'm going to take 26 seconds, just waiting for candles to close. And yeah, we will be targeting firstly Asia highs and then the weekly R1 level. So in 8 seconds, let's see, are we going to be the liquidity or are we not? 3, 2, 1. All right, guys, executed longs on the close of this candle right here. 20 pip stop as usual. Going to be quite aggressive with the risk management. 20 pip stop down here. Ideal targets for me on this is going to be the weekly R1, barely 1%. Maybe even try for, let's go for the round number 150. Nice big round number. 0.95%. Let's see if we can get it. But that is the trade.
Yeah, just adding to Dorita Demon, answering your question, you missed out a bit earlier, but yeah, Chris became the Andrew Tate of Instagram for trading, and he basically got cancelled for speaking the truth.
And he got me cancelled on someone's group.
But you know what the value is? The Discord is free, and you'll honestly get more value out of this Discord than any other paid group. So feel free to join the Discord.
I think our signals record is really better than his.
So you don't have to pay a price, guys. Just join the live streams every day where we share our trades live. Because that's what traders do. They trade live. They're not trying to run away from the screens. They actually enjoy trading. And we do it all for free. All of the streams are live. None of the streams are taken down like some traders do. And very few paid groups even trading with their members, paying their money. We're doing this completely for free. Calling out trades, giving analysis every morning, same time, same place. And yeah. I'm on the Discord, good value for free. Chris, why? I only checked it out. Dude, Instagram got cleansed. Meta cleansed my Instagram. I don't know how many people needed to report it. I don't know, maybe if you're in one of his groups, maybe ask some of Q's guys to report it, but honestly I don't know. Maybe it was because I posted a photo of 4 kids masks. Gigs, like, how many people need to actually report you to get an account disabled? That is insane.
I was gonna say, I actually don't know. Like, I'm actually not sure about that. So that's actually an interesting one.
Anyways, guys, back to the trading.
They can actually label you based on one complaint.
Oh, can they?
So what if we get him disabled?
Yeah, if he violated the rules.
No, I don't want anybody disabled. No, you gotta keep the guys in the game. You gotta keep the guys in the game. We don't disable anybody. We are open to free speech, free education. We don't want anybody cancelled. We want to engage in intellectual dialect with the man himself. Like I mentioned, our streams are open for him to join. Let's chat. Let's make Mad Charts great again. Let's get him to redeem himself so he can take that mask
you
off.
Know what, other than like everything that's what's happened and being said, like the guy's still there. End of the day, if you want to really talk it, we the small fish here. So why is he getting so touched by our little comments?
Yeah, the thing is, I don't, dude. So the weird thing is, I had just over 2,000 followers. But
like,
if you
just brush off what we're saying.
Yeah, dude, like I've got 2,000 followers, and if you actually look at the engagement, it is more like actually 300. So only about 300 people check the stories, engage with the posts. So it is not like I've got this massive following. So I don't know how a small fish like me can rub somebody up with such a big following. I don't know, it's weird. It's very weird.
You know what's funny though? If you actually had to take it further, it could be like a next big story in trading.
I don't. Maybe he is that smart to take it further, but like I mentioned, he wouldn't, because if there is a legal case, he would need to represent himself, and in the legal documents they're not gonna say Chris against the masked trader. It will be Marionel versus Chris Dix. So then he blows himself up anyway, so I don't think he'll go that route. All right, guys.
So again, if you guys went to court, would he wear the mask in court?
I don't know, dude. honestly don't know. No, you can't wear a mask in court. You need to represent yourself.
Like again, guys, like I'm genuinely not even trying to take the piss anymore. Like literally, like this is just me. How I sit here now, these are questions that go through my head, and I'm like, I wonder. Like for example, let's just say now, he's streaming, okay, or recording for his group. Like Chris and I, we stream here, and we got to quickly get up and go pee. Does he go and take a piss with the mask on? Like, it's just like questions that are going through my head here. Like, it's not like I'm trying to take the piss out of him now.
No, it's valid. It's ergonomical questions you're asking. All right, guys. As mentioned, I am gonna monitor this trade. I'm still gonna give it, say, 2 more 5-minute candles. If we can come back above here, above this area, we will be good, or hold Asia lows. Again, as mentioned, I'm going to be quite aggressive with the risk management due to the fact that we are trading against these moving averages, which could pose a risk for price to come down lower. Also a relatively tight range, so we would need to close above the Asia lows, hold this level, and then get a break of structure higher. So I'm going to give it about, say, 2 more 5-minute candles. If we reject this area again and fail to make a new high on the session after the open, I will be closing out this trade for, what is it, -2 pips, -3 pips. So just very aggressive on the trade management. We need to hold Asia lows. We also need to start trading above the Asia lows, also above this moving average. Pound yen, as mentioned, I will only be looking short again if we can get back below 181. And pound USD, I mentioned this round number, but it is looking solid. And for the guys that are with Keegan in this trade, I would say monitor Asia highs. It can create like a tiny little bit of support here, but ideally you want any support being formed here to be broken down to the downside. So something like this, because it is trading above the 200, so that acts as a dynamic support and resistance on the 5-minute time frame. So I would say this is your level. I think once you get through this level right here, you guys should be in the clear. any retest right there should hold, and then to come down. What's up, guys? I executed a buy on UJ and Voltmark's price trigger 148, but the market hasn't reached that price yet. What account are you trading, TC? The spreads on some of the accounts are not great. Alright guys, giving it 2 more minutes, 2 more 5-minute candles. So if we can't get above, is there a raw spread on Volt markets for Forex or just indices? To be honest, indices has got the best spread on Volt. I am currently working with their dealing team on improving the spreads on the currencies. Currency spreads, to be very honest, is not the best on Volt markets, but again, 97% of the volume on Volt is purely indices, Nas and US30. So I have given them a report as to the conditions on there, so that should be improved in either this week or next week.
But yeah, guys, talking about US30, it has closed a little bit above that 1 hour key level I mentioned for you guys. So if it can come down, retest that key level and hold support, you can look to go long back up to the weekly pivot.
Alright guys, I'm gonna quickly run to the toilet. Monday to Friday, join the Discord link. I can't even say follow us on IG anymore. You can follow Keegan. We're gonna spearhead this group with Keegan now, the guy with the guns. Biceps, you get cancelled so quickly these days. People are very sensitive. Let me rather say biceps, Keegan. Very, very sensitive time we're living in. And then we also have Iron, the guy that unfortunately got caught in the crossfire. Like somebody say, catching strays in this war. Edgar. Edgar, absolutely loving this. So I'm going to give it this 5-minute candle and the next. If we can't get above here, I will be closing out this trade for, what is it? Minus 2.3 pips. It needs to hold that level. Only thing that I am still positive about is that it's still holding this little, whoop, it's not holding that little range. The other level is right here. Let's see where we are. I'm gonna run to the bathroom. See you guys right now. Pound yen, where's Euro USD? Euro USD back at Asia highs. But let's see you guys now. Follow Keegan on Instagram and follow Hein on Instagram. Hein, I'll maybe get your Instagram handle on here as well. Hein van Deventer. Follow those guys and I will see you now.
How's that EU trade looking, bro?
I honestly haven't even looked at it, bro. I'll look now. Nah, bro, I'm still happy with it. Like, I'm not in a rush here with this trade, so I'm chilling.
Chris, that was the quickest bathroom break I've
No,
ever seen in my
it's occupied. I have to wait. There's someone in there. Much appreciated, Chris and team. I'd love an episode and talk on your favorite EAs or indicators that you think are good. I spent the whole evening learning about Heiken-Nashi. What's your thoughts? Yes, dude. The only indicators I've got on is the moving averages. It just gives me like a relative idea of trend. I don't use it as an entry criteria. I use it more for like just giving me some idea on the trend. And then I use the accumulation distribution with a 200 moving average. So while it's trading above the 200, I look bullish. While it's trading below, I look bearish. So guys, I'm closing this trade out. I'm closing this trade out right here, guys. We've rejected twice now. I'll re-evaluate that. So minus 4 pips. If we can get a break back above right here after retesting that level, I will consider re-entries. Basically same entry as before, but we do run the risk of this becoming a rejection area, and we can actually come a lot lower. So minus 4.7 on that trade, not gonna stick it out. I needed price to hold that level. Asia lows, so sells minus 4 pips. I need to run to the bathroom as well. We will re-evaluate as soon as I get back. GJ basically very close to this round number as mentioned. Anything back below the Asia lows, below this round number, I'll still be looking short. GU unfortunately not getting that round number test, but we will monitor this yearly pivot level, quite a major level. And then US30, as Keegan mentioned, this is also your daily pivot. I think this is also a key level that Keegan mentioned, so monitor your daily pivot level. And I will be back now, guys. See you. What is Jeva now going to the toilet? I hope not.
No, he's not. He's going downstairs.
Okay, sweet. See you guys now.
Yeah, guys, I think it's been a good day so far, man, on the market. So we clapped out gold. UJ, if you guys got the very early entry, which I called at 149660, you guys already also up like 3%. You had 3% on gold, so that's 6% already, all on the live stream. And then yeah, we are looking at EU. So I mean, EU and technically then it's a risk-free trade for you guys. And I think, guys, that's just the thing, eh? We talk about it and not just trading live. We're doing it with you guys. It's not a case of I'm giving you a signal and you don't know what I'm doing. I'm literally in the same trade. I'm with it, you guys in on it. And as we say, like if you guys are doing a funded challenge, I always love using as an example. Some are 10%, some are 8%. Literally today alone, you guys have bagged 6%. That's literally 2% away. And literally now, if this EU trade plays out, that's your challenge done in one day, guys.
also weirdly enough, this lines up with the daily S1 and the weekly S1. So we haven't honestly tested the weekly. Oh, we actually tested the weekly pivot on Friday. Okay, no, we haven't tested it. So can gold go all the way back to 1874? I don't know. 1 to 3 as usual for Heinz setups. I think 1 to 1 break even and then go for a 1 to 3. Alright guys, UJ back inside of the range. Let's see. Again, as mentioned, still looking for the same setup, not looking to short this. Took a -4 pip on this. I actually set 2 5-minute candles. I closed there due to the fact that we had this minor structure break right there, and you could have seen a deeper pullback, but however, that's fine. We're managing the trade quite tightly, so any breaks above here, I'm going to give it one more go. And can we see a breakaway from these Asia lows? Euro USD, as mentioned, here's Asia highs. Just monitor this level. Ideally, actually what you want to see is you want to see some type of support candle, and then the next candle breaking that support, and that's going to be a very nice trade back inside of the Asia range. And you guys can target Asia lows and even potentially all the way back down to S1. That's more or less where Keegan has it. Keegs, I don't know, Keegs is away from his desk, so just monitor this level right here, Asia highs, and we will see where we are. Road to 10k subs. 100% Dorito. Road to 10k on the way. Let's just try and not get cancelled everywhere. Let's keep it clean, guys. No more drama. That was the last of it. We finished. We had our fun. Otherwise, I'm gonna sit with no social media.
Oh no, I have been blocked on Instagram.
Guys, it is getting rough out there. It is a war zone now. Stay safe, traders. What is the entry on gold, JC? 1820. Am I correct? Flat. 1820 flat is the entry. Dorito,
yeah, Chris, that would be a good entry. Huh?
Weirdly enough, we are not monetized, so this channel is not monetized, so demonetizing it, I don't know if that will do something. All right, guys, UJ, let's see. 1 minute for this candle closure, 10 minutes before the hourly closes. If we close like this, I'm going to give it one more bang. Holding the daily pivot, Asia lows. Some guys would look at this from an ICT perspective and say that was the break above the daily high. This was now the swing. So this is the market maker model, and you would be looking short now, and this would be the high of the week. Am I right, TC? I think this is the market maker model. Take out a previous daily high, break structure to the downside, OTE. Weirdly enough, that is always still in the back of my mind when I trade these levels. Still, that is what I mentioned previously in the past, having a lot of info in your head. You can potentially overanalyze it, and I think there's a fair value gap here as well. Yeah, right there. Fair value gap, break of structure lower. Oh, can we trade against the ICT?
Sorry, Chris,
yo, I missed it, guys. Sorry. While I was
bring this up again.
Sorry, I was talking cock. Yeah, I wanted to take a long there. Maybe we get a pullback on the 5 minute, but yeah, sorry. As mentioned, same trade. I haven't entered it yet. I'm gonna wait for a pullback. I'll let you guys know as soon as I entered. I missed it. Sorry, Ian.
On Instagram, when you can still see someone's Instagram, but you can't see their post, does that mean you block or they cancel?
If you blocked, you can't see anything.
You won't see their name, but if you can only partially see their stuff, then I think they partially blocked you or disabled you.
Because I don't know what's going on. So I'm not blocked, but it looks exactly like your Instagram. So he might be cancelled. I don't know.
Is he cancelled? No.
Hold on.
You can go search his name quickly.
How would he be cancelled?
No, we didn't initiate any cancelling.
No, he's blocked me. So if you go to it, you can see he's got 60 posts, but you can't see anything else. He's blocked you.
No, but if you block,
yeah, but Chris says the same thing.
No, Chris. If you search Chris.
No, I'm gone,
Chris
dude.
has nothing. No, like, Chris has nothing. There's no bio. There's no posts, followers, nothing.
You know.
Where Mad Charge still shows his bio and it shows posts, but you can't see his followers or following. So yeah, he's blocked me. Yeah.
I feel quite honored being blocked by the guy with the Ferrari and a Lamborghini.
Yeah, so guys, I'll almost probably wait a while for the dust to settle before I started new IG. But yeah, my IG got nuked last night. My IG my IG got absolutely obliterated. Imagine, what was that prop from Tonga? Imagine my IG account being Faf de Klerk and that 150k guy running at full tilt. And my IG account is Faf de Klerk. That prop pumped it, literally obliterated.
That's the thing though, like Chris, in essence, could be blocked because of the things you posted. He can block us, but he can't report us because there's nothing to report us on. We haven't broken any guidelines.
Yeah, but I don't know, like I didn't post a story. I didn't post the actual post. It was just a story. I don't know if you can
Yeah, I think you can report stories.
Oh, okay.
That's our thing. We haven't done anything on Instagram. So I think his best thing on Instagram is just to block us.
Connor, so to get the thing here, you go to, I think it is, there's a way. Oh, sorry. So Connor, the indicator I used is the accumulation distribution with moving averages. This one right there. So that is the one I used. You'll see it here at the bottom. And then all I did was visibility. I removed the 51, so you can only see the 200. So that's what I did. That's the easiest one. Any thoughts on USD CAD? Let's quickly go to USD CAD. USD CAD. Right, we were bullish on USD CAD yesterday. Massive 2 bullish daily candles. Interesting area here on the daily, Emil. So we are trading up against this daily resistance. If I'm not mistaken, this is also very close to, okay, it's not the yearly high, it's the quarterly high. And on a weekly time frame, let's quickly look at the weekly. So weekly, you've got this area to consider right here. Let me just see if I am sharing my screen. I am. So on the weekly time frame, we've got this interesting little area right here, which we are currently trading into. So just be aware that this could be some type of rejection area for price to then retrace lower. But on the weekly, I would have been bullish starting the week yesterday to basically first come and retest this weekly resistance. And then after that, if we break through that, where can we go next on the weekly? Just copy this to where the most recent weekly support was, and 137.27, that can be still hit on a daily time frame, already breaking the highs, so still looking bullish. 5-minute time frame, what do we have here? Price struggling to hold Asia highs, so you can see a lot of ranging going on around the Asia highs. So I would say if you are going to look long, you would need to see price hold above this 13700 level, big round psychological number. So any breaks of structure above here, you would want to see this hold, and then you can trade this higher. But again, we're trading so far away from the daily pivot, all the way down here. So yeah, I wouldn't necessarily look too long at these highs, if I am honest, but I would also not necessarily look at shorting this. Hope that helps. DXY back at the Asia lows.
Chris, I'm gonna have to love and video. I've got some things to go make.
Alright, I'll see you a little bit later, man.
Cheers, my man.
Later.
Okay, Kiggs, I'm gonna allow you to share your screen again. As mentioned, Asia highs, I don't know what you guys have been doing on this trade, but you would want to see this getting back below the Asia highs. Breaks of structure, maybe one more test of this area right here, some type of double top, and then breaks below here. Then I think that position is good. Kiggs, you still in it?
Yeah, no, I'm holding this.
Okay. Alright guys, we're getting that pullback. So I didn't take that execution there. I was a little bit too slow on it. I'm going to wait for Asia lows. Let's see a proper retest of Asia lows holding, and then a break of structure. Then we can go long. I'm going to set some alerts. 149.797 and Asia lows. Let's see if we can get that retest. Pound yen doing some type of double top. Any breaks below 181, I'll still be looking for potential shorts on this. Just letting you guys know. Gold, this is a setup that Highness shared. Buy limits all the way from Hein. Unfortunately I had to go. Hein looks like he wants to cry. Hein, we still love you, man.
The man's mentor just blocked him.
Yeah, I feel for Hein. Hein honestly was not involved in any of this. Hein.
But again, my thing is that, like, you know what, bro? You're not gonna affect my life blocking me. Like, nothing's gonna change. But the end of the day, like, what we're doing here, it's just fun. It's fun and games, guys. Like, why is he getting so touched?
I honestly don't know. That's why we do the disclaimer. These streams are purely for educational and entertainment purposes only. There is honestly no bad blood. We are just here to entertain the people, and also in the process get you guys to learn something about trading as well next to us. Trading is already serious enough. We don't have to take life so seriously.
You know what it was? I think it was the P joke that got to him.
The
P joke.
I think, yeah. But anyways, guys, I'm taking some collateral damage here, unfortunately. But we are done with that. It was fun while it lasted. I now need to do a new Instagram account, unfortunately, but we'll build it up again. The beautiful thing about it is there's so many fake accounts of me. I can just go and follow one and just go and get all of my old posts. So that is the one advantage. There's so many fake accounts, so they've luckily stored all of my stuff on my Instagram, and then I'll just maybe run some paid ads, get it maybe back to where it was. But again, the engagement was only about 300 people, so technically the net effect is I only lost 300 followers on there. The engagement on YouTube is already higher with our views hitting 300 per stream. And
can we get cancelled on YouTube?
Dude, I don't know. Can you? Yes, dude, it's tough out there, guys. We need to literally make sure that what we are saying. Ask Caitlin to download and print the community guidelines for YouTube. Please get that, print that. Let's go through it. Let's keep it clean. Let's keep it tight. Let's keep it no, YouTube. But if you guys see Mario Nell, aka Mad Shots, tell him it's all love. We will leave him now. We've had our fun. He can stop sweating. Mario, ek lief vir jou my vriend. Unblock my op WhatsApp en op Facebook. Kom op die stream my vriend, laat ons bietjie gesels. All love from me, guys. I'm just here trying to empower traders to give as much free value as possible. Not trying to sell you anything. We literally just here grafting every day with you guys in the trenches. So feel free to guys, support the channel.
Say it is just love and support. There's probably only been one guy that myself, and I'm not saying Chris, not myself, that he truly gets under my skin. I made a few comments about him, but it's not Mad Shots. It's not Mad Shots. I actually do, to a point, have respect for the guy and what he's done. But like we said, it's all love. It's just entertainment. It's some fun.
Yeah, I don't think we're on this crusade now to create beef with everyone. He was one of the few guys we could have had some fun with, but we've done it. It was all fun and games until my Instagram got nuked.
I think that's when it was just like downhill, eh?
Yes, I was like honestly, when I saw my son play with the mask, I thought like just as a chirp. And I honestly didn't feel like that was anywhere going against the guidelines, but dude, IG account nuked to smithereens. Absolutely obliterated. So I have to say, fair game to him. I don't know how he managed it, but that is well played. You gotta give credit where credit is due, and I have to say, very well played on that.
So okay, hold on. I've got the guidelines here.
Yeah.
Technically, the only thing he could try get us on, and I really say try there, is hate speech.
No, but we said we love the guy.
And cyberbullying.
But we love the guy. I'm not the one. Guys, I'm saying go show the guy some love. Tag him on Mad Charts. Tag Mario now. Give the guy some love. Give him a shout out. Say we love what you're doing. We are here to grow the trading community. Mario, we love you. Mad Charts.
Like we said a few times, we support him. But I guess he doesn't support us.
Neela, did you take, I missed it. Neil, did you take this engulfing short year? I think Neil took a short year. Only thing I'm not liking here is the stair stepping. It's almost doing like this little zigzag type pattern. But yeah, guys, that is the last of it. It's done and dusted. Let's put a fork in it. We won't mention his name on stream again. Again, Mario, Mad Charts, all love, peace and love, my brother. Thank you for nuking the Instagram account. Very well played. I have to give it to him. That was a good move. That is a little uppercut on the chin. But we are still standing. I think TC, was it you that mentioned you're still holding? True, Chris, I'm still holding. Nice. Actually, a very narrow range. If you look at it, Asia range is only about 8 pips. So not a lot going on. We don't have a lot of, we don't actually have almost no news on the calendar. So no real catalyst to drive the markets. Obviously, markets prepping for NFP on Friday. US30. All right, at that level, starting to break lower. Are we going to see some lower prices on this? Nasdaq as well, as mentioned. Not necessarily looking for longs. GU, nice one there. Nila, GU respecting Asia highs. I'm going to try and look for something here. It is going to be quite an aggressive play because we can technically find support here. And this could be the low of the week, or this could just be a pullback to continue lower. So still think we've got quite a bit of movement to go. I see it's already 10 past 11, guys. We're gonna run the streams a little bit longer. Let's see if we can get something. US30 looks like we're gonna be retesting the daily pivot. So he'll yes, dude, US30 has been a mess for me. Yesterday I was looking at shorts here on the daily pivot. I honestly didn't have the balls to take it right there. I was, while this candle was forming a top wick, I didn't take it. Yesterday afternoon there was nothing really for me. It was in this messy range. Now for this session again, I am bearish, but now the weird thing is the 80 is trading above here. But again, as I've mentioned, the overall direction is still down. If you look at the accumulation distribution, this is something I need to go and retest, where if it's clearly moving down and you get areas like this where it's trading above, to still take it. Because if I go back, this was on Monday, 20 past 9. This was your Asia high. Asia high was there. 20 past 9. It was still trading above, but you can see the direction was lower. So you could have technically sold on this engulfing candle right there. I don't like engulfing. I like more break of structure. So this is something I need to go and backtest, guys. Feel free if you want to go backtest it as well, because a lot of times we miss trades due to the fact that the direction is bearish, but the 80 is trading above, similar to what we've got going on here now. So Asia highs, this is very tricky, so glad the stream is going on longer. Yeah, the markets have been slow, Doritos, so we're going to take it a little bit longer. So the only other good trade I saw yesterday, unfortunately I was on the school run, was yesterday's daily pivot that was here. So Nasdaq trading nicely above the 200 after that news event, and we were holding the daily pivot, so you could have traded this easily from the daily pivot to the R1, about 80 points. But other than that, nothing I saw yesterday. I have to say the indices for me the last 2 days was a little bit rough, and most of the volume came in quite late in the session. Nas is playing out its moves much better than, so to be very honest, the last 2 winning trades I took were on Nas. I haven't taken much on US30. Nasdaq has been respecting price a lot better. I have to be honest, usually it's the other way around, Nas being quite jumpy and US30 being the clean one, but also a lot of price divergences between all of the pairs. Alright guys, there you've got that break of structure. Keegan still holding this. I would say you would need to see price move away from here, then you guys are in the clear. Beautiful trade there called out by Keegs. UJ, I didn't follow my plan. As mentioned here, go back on the stream, I said I wanted to give it 2 5-minute candles. That would have been technically been the 2 right there, so a little bit quick on the gun there. And then I missed the re-entry here. I don't know if some of you took that re-entry on the close of that candle, but this thing is moving at a snail's pace. Very easy setup. We were actually looking at longs down here. Go back on the stream as well. That would have been a much better entry. Again, as I've mentioned, we would have been quite aggressive with our trade management here, so very likely break even if we took it there, because I would have wanted to see this trade above the Asia lows. In, let's get some pictures in the chat, ladies and gents. Carl Mangan bringing the pictures in USDJPY. Beautiful, brother, beautiful. I would say for the guys in UJ area that you want to monitor now, Asia high, next up session high, pre-market session high, and then we've got a major one, weekly R1, and then after that the round number 150. So monitor these levels, 1, 2, 3. These are your levels to monitor as you go up. All honesty, I would have gone break even already if I was in this. Nila, beautiful, added another position on GU. Keeks, this thing just does not want to let go of the Asia eyes.
Yeah, but my thing is, so I've noticed a lot of the time, like with these European pairs and that, you'll kind of get that one motion in your Asian, and London will basically just consolidate, and the New York session, it will pump the opposite way again. So that's also just something I'm keeping a note. I am holding the weekly area that I'm looking at, my key level. So we had a direct pump up, we are now holding the key area, and you know what, even if it holds, like I said, I have a big stop loss for this trade for that reason. It's kind of in a way a set and forget trade. I will leave it, and hopefully when that New York session comes in, that will just pump this thing to the downside.
Jay sent me a thing. He's like, Matrix is after you, bro. He asked me what happened to my Instagram. I said it got nuked. And then he sent this Andrew Tate. I don't know even what you can post anymore. Like, I'm just not even going. Andrew Tate is saying some words there like, dude, it is literally Andrew Tate vibes now. It gives me the vibes like Roger Banks against Sean Lee back in the day. For those of you that have been long around or been here quite some time in the trading industry, I don't know if some of you guys knew, but Roger Banks and Sean Lee had some heavy beef going on.
You know, we talking about that, so I was watching a video the other day, or I think it was on Lambo Rules thing. Are him and Alex G like still beefing?
Was Lambo Roll and Alex G beefing?
No, so they did like a while ago. Remember, they used to actually be quite close, and then they had like their little fallout. Now he posted a thing. They were like asking him questions. And they were like, why don't you do $100 to $1 million content for your group? And he was like, I hella cringe every time I even hear about this.
What?
And I was like, yo, okay.
All I know about is like Daniel Savage and Lambo. They had some beef. They split up, and then Lambo not Lambo Roll, Daniel Savage got nuked as well on IG. He got like nuked, bro. The Oaks nuked him like 7 times up until the point where he was like, okay guys, I give up. I'm back in the clan. Please don't nuke me again. But the poor Oak, he got nuked multiple times. But Daniel Savage was absolutely being a savage, and I think he's cool now with everyone, but that's the only ones I know of.
Has Q ever beefed with anyone?
No, never. I've never seen him.
Say, like, I can't see that man being upset with a fly.
No, Q.
He's up in Jamaican. You can't see him being angry.
I've never seen him beef with anyone. But to be honest, he is most probably like the OG guy between those Miami traders.
Yeah, I mean, well, that's actually the thing. Yeah, like, you talk about it. I had this conversation with someone as well, and like, you actually forget how long some of these guys have been around. And I think that's also why it's kind of misinforming when people look at what they're doing, because you forget how long they've been there.
Yeah.
And Lambo Raul literally went to a seminar as a teenager, like a young kid, where he went and first learned how to trade from Q Banks. And now like Q's still in the game, and now Lambo is like doing what he's doing.
I still remember when the first time I saw Lambo roll was when he had a massive payout on FTMO, and I think that was at that stage one of the biggest payouts. I think it was like $50,000 or $60,000, and they didn't want to pay him, and everyone was blowing up, and he was saying this and that, and they were saying that he was manipulating stuff, but he literally entered a trade like before news. And then news just drove that thing in his direction. So they were saying he was doing news trading. But then after they saw the damage, like they paid him out, and then it was like, okay, all good, all forgotten, let's move on. That was, I never knew about Lamb.
Shit, but you talk about that, eh? I don't know if you saw. I don't think you saw because you don't have Instagram anymore. But the funded trader.
Yeah.
They're either gonna get clapped, eh? Or they're gonna make bags. Because they've announced that from Friday there will be no more restrictions on lot sizes. So you can get a guy, like if you've got the balls, take like a 200k and you over leverage that thing and you trade CPR or you trade NFP. You are gonna hurt people.
But we were talking about the prop firms yesterday, so not Maven Trading. What was the other one? The guy that that was also like a YouTuber. It's not Maven. What is the other one? It's also an M.
Not the one the guy asked in the chat about.
I think it was. What is the other one, guys? It's Maven, and then there's another one. Let me quickly just drag this across. What is the other prop firms with an M?
I'm not even gonna lie to you here. I only know like 7 prop firms. The rest after that, I have no clue what their names are.
Wait, I sent you that prop firm guide, the one guy that does like
oh, he's asking there the Ment fund.
Yeah, sorry, Ment. So I saw on Twitter that Ment actually closed their you couldn't buy for a month. Basically due to, I think it's his risk management. So they've got a protocol. Because obviously the prop funds, the prop firms, how they work, I've told you guys this. So the winners pay the losers. So after the losers pay the winners. So what they did was, I think for entire month, they didn't open up their books to new clients. Because I think due to not enough new clients coming in to balance the book, so you obviously need an influx of new accounts being bought to potentially pay out the winners, and they actually stopped it. So let me find it for you guys. That was very interesting, and I was like, wow, okay. So I've got nothing wrong with that, guys. That is just prudent risk management from a prop firm. I actually respect it that they did it, because if you are taking on more liability than what you can actually handle, then you can get into trouble. So I cancelled on Twitter as well, or on X, I don't know. Now I'm still live on Twitter. Let's just keep this Twitter alive, at least this little flame of hope. Maven Trading, what is that CEO's name? Let me just go on here. Very, very interesting. Dude, but my question is, how is Raja never getting cancelled? Like, he stirred up the ICT pot, he stirred up the smart money concepts pot. Like, how's that man still?
You know what, I think it's just a case of like that whole thing of the big man taking down the small man.
Yeah.
He's got more power to push you down, where if you had more of a platform, I think it would be a lot harder to shut that page down.
Yes, so we need to get the followers up, guys.
And then you're gonna see us stir the pot.
So this guy on here, Hunter Maven, the CEO of Maven. So he was talking about how growth in the first year so crazy easy. I'm glad there are times of uncertainty to refine. Where did he post? Many firms can only operate as long as they grow month over month. There's going to be some unstable environments next year. Oh yeah, the power of Maven is unmatched. We cut nearly all our sales off for an entire month and we still had zero issues making payouts on time. Our team and organizations and planning will set the pace for the future prop firms. So I don't know, guys, do you have any feedback as to why they cut their sales for an entire month? The only thing I can think of is the risk management. Or Kiggs, I think he's also from Vancouver, so maybe it was due to that MFF thing. So maybe just not taking on new clients up until.
Yeah.
Alright guys, nothing further from me. I'm just looking at this Asia lows daily pivot. Let's see what we do there a little bit later. US30 at the daily pivot at the Asia high. My only thing is the 80 is trading above. It is trying to do something like this. Giga mentioned he's bullish on the day. I would need to see if we can start tilting bullish, maybe something like this a little bit later. I will share in the Discord. Please join the link in the Discord. But it is like that first 2 hours, if you miss it, you miss it. That was ideally our trade this morning somewhere here, but again, very knee-jerk, stair-stepping price action. Gold, nothing there for me. Buy limit, iron shed that is looking at. GBPUSD, I've got still alerts at the yearly pivot. Do I? I will alert you guys as soon as we hit that yearly pivot. Big level, either going to get some big volume to the downside or to the upside. So yearly pivot. Let's monitor the yearly pivot, guys. USD ZAR, nothing there for me. I mentioned potential longs, but price action not great. Keegan still holding this. As he mentioned, a lot of times you get the false move, you get the range, and then you get the actual move in your direction. Me personally, I would love to see, if I was in this, a break below, see this reject Asia highs, and then I will feel comfortable. Otherwise, the more we hold, the longer we hold above the Asia highs, the more probable we're going to go for that daily pivot. So I'm not going to talk, this is not my position, that is just my...
Chris is going to bring some bad voodoo, yeah.
No, I like the shorts. I still want to short GU though, that's the thing. Neil took a nice short here from the highs. I don't like it. DXY, what is DXY doing? Alright, DXY back in the Asia range. So I think as soon as DXY starts making its move to Asia highs, you guys are good on that. Let's quickly check the JSE. What is JSE doing? JSE up 0.62% on a day. Wow, alright. So not too much contagion flow in today's session. Keeks, anything from you?
Nothing really, eh? I think, yeah, it's just been a... I wasn't actually going to say, it has been a bit of a slow one. I was telling the guys, actually, when you went to the bathroom, I mean, we actually bagged out already like 6% today. So, yeah, it's actually been a good day, but yeah, just chilling now. EU is going to be a bit of a long one. It's actually something, guys, so I was doing a bit of work again last night. That's kind of why my charts have changed up again. I'm going back to like my roots, like really gonna start digging in. As I said, trust me, it is on my list to be the first funder trader for Vault Funder. So I am gonna have my head locked in. So you actually can also see probably some real longer term holding trades, some proper day trades that I used to do. So yeah, you will get the quick scalps, but you will get trades like this that are going to be big, but you're going to have to be patient with them.
Chad, appreciate the support. Hashtag pray for Chris Market Bull. IG nuked. Pray for Chris in the chat. If we can just get some hashtags, pray for Chris. Pray for Meta. We got cancelled, guys. Got nuked. Now we need to start all over again with a new IG. Keegs, I wonder if I should maybe ask one of those fake accounts if I can just buy it over from them.
That would actually be so classic, yeah.
Hey guys, sorry man, this is the real Chris Market Bull. For all of you fake scams, can I buy back one of those fake accounts with more followers than I actually even had? That's the weirdest thing. I think we mentioned it yesterday, the issue with these fake accounts having more followers than you and then the real account getting reported.
No, well that's what I said to people yesterday when this I was posting about a fake account of me, and I said I actually hope people like read and look at what the Instagram handle is, because not that I think, oh, there's a fake one, so they go quickly search Keegan van Dijk and they start reporting the wrong one. Like they report the actual one and not the fake one.
We live in a weird world. But anyway, guys, I appreciate the support, the love. Thank you. 40 likes on the stream. We hit our highest concurrent viewers today. 55. Beautiful to see. Really appreciate all the love and support. 40 likes. Peaches in the chat. How come the JSE is not a traded index? Neo, I don't know. I don't know if there's a lot of volume on it. I don't know if people will trade it. I know you can trade it on IG markets. It's under ALSI, the all share index. But guys, appreciate it. At least we've got the YouTube still going, and we're gonna read through the community guidelines. Let's keep it clean. As mentioned, again, send my love to Marionel, aka Mad Charts. It is all in good spirit, all in good fun. We would still love to have him on as a guest. It is honestly nothing malicious from our side. It is just entertaining you guys. Pray for Chris. Thanks so much, TC. Appreciate it. Appreciate the support, guys. Join us in the Discord. I see the Discord is going off. Richard Lowry coming in hot again. The man has been on an absolute...
Actually, again, I was thinking of that with Lowry. You know in Bad Boys?
Yeah.
Isn't his name also Mike Lowry?
Yeah.
Oh! What a surname.
Guys, I'm actually going to start posting some of his trades here on the live stream. The man has been on a rich vein of form. Laz, keep it up. Keep a level head. Keep it tight. But honestly, yeah, guys, Laz, we've got Laz on the 20th, if I'm not mistaken. This Friday, Chris Bradell and Duano. So that's going to be a very cool duo to have on as well. Also, two guys doing a lot for the industry, very transparent. Be sure to check out the socials, and we've got them on. We're still gonna have Jay on. Jay unfortunately couldn't make it this Friday, so we booked Chris Bradell and Duano, and then we'll still get Jay on as well to give us a story on that. Hein will also be joining us as an official guest very soon. And then I still want to get Joshua Humedi on as well. Very cool dude. I met him in KZN one of the few and maybe one of the handful of guys I know that can trade ICT, the market maker buy model and sell model. I must still get Joshua on as well, and
then we still have a few lined up, because then we still got CJ lined up.
Oh yeah, we've got CJ Bankroll FX. CJ is gonna join us as well. I think one of the guys with the coolest hairstyles in the trading industry, just bringing back that retro, what did I call it? That where the C and is rocking it. But CJ doing, honestly, I have to say CJ is doing his marketing very well. I have to give it up to him. CJ Bankroll FX, we're gonna get him on as well. But that guy's also been putting in the work for the last year or so, Keeks. That man has really been pushing his marketing.
Yeah, so that's why, like, you have to still acknowledge the work they put in. I mean, then we still have Hamish also wants to come on still.
Oh yeah, Hamish, we've got quite a stacked lineup for the rest of the year, and yeah, we'll see what other guests we can get on. We can see we don't have a big following on IG anymore. It's going to be tough getting guests. Maybe I have to pull some strings up higher in the trading hierarchy, but we'll get them on, guys. Appreciate it. 43 likes, Peaches in the chat. Pray for Chris. Office meeting still on Friday afternoon. JC, yes, it will be an informal meeting on Friday. Be sure to join on Friday afternoon. Very informal, very relaxed. Come join us in the office. We're going to be running through some strategies, and we're going to talk a little bit about strategy formulation. It's going to be myself, Keegs, and Jevon just sharing how we use our different strategies. So that will most probably be a 3-part series. If you guys want to book for that, please email infop@vaultmarkets.trade, and we will make sure there's only a limited number of seats available in the office. Again, we'll have some drinks, maybe we'll get some snacks again. Please don't only come for the snacks, come for the trading knowledge, and we will see you guys on Friday, and we'll see you guys tomorrow as usual. Let me just check the load shedding schedule before we run off, guys. Just give me a sec. I just want to make sure that we don't have any issues tomorrow. Just give me a sec. No, we all clear. No load shedding tomorrow. So see you guys tomorrow. Peace and love. Anything that you still want to say, Keegs?
Nah, I think that's it for me, guys. Been a good one today. So yeah, I hope you guys made the most out of it. Don't go below those profits so far. And yeah, guys, remember, it's all peace and love, and we do this for you guys. So we'll see you guys back tomorrow, same place, same time.
What is the outro song? Wait, I've got one. Keegan, I hope this is not
what Chris brings to the house.
This is a classic.